Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are predicting the 2024 CONMEBOL Copa América. Predizione della CONMEBOL Copa América. 4 groups, knockout stages. This won't take that long, but the tournament starts on Thursday. We're predicting it tonight because we got a match stream tomorrow night and review, so off day, last off day before the tournament starts, we got to predict the tournament. Last empty day, you know what I mean though. We got to predict the tournament, so here we go. Starting with Group A, Argentina, Canada, Chile, Peru. 4th place, I got Chile, finishing 4th. Their golden generation won 2 Copas, a Copa in 2015, then the Centenario in 2016. Haven't done anything since. That golden generation could not qualify for either of the 2 World Cups post those Copas or win another Copa. They've fallen off hard. They haven't really had a good generational refresh. They are still languishing in mediocrity. I wouldn't say mediocrity, but tepidity. Let's go with that, tepidity. I don't even know if that's a word, but we'll go with it. Tepidity of what Chile is. They're a very tepid team. Still, they haven't made any moves. Even though they've had moments where you could be like, why did they fail? They haven't made any moves to fix that failure. And right now, the bill's definitely coming due if it ain't already. 4th place. 3rd place, Peru. Peru, a team who used to be good. Now, their goalkeeper, Gaese, is becoming a pylon. Their players are losing their quality. They have not had the same killer instinct and belief that they had pre the Argentina playoff game. It seems like everything started going downhill as soon as they lost that playoff to Australia. Australia playoff game. The Australia playoff game, but yeah. Yeah, things have definitely gone downhill since Australia. Let's put it like that. So, Peru, I don't think they have the quality or the belief or the mentality to get over the other 2 teams in this group. 2nd place, Canada. Canada under Jesse Marsch, they got a good side. They got a good group. They got a good team. They play well. They've played defensively very well, especially against France. Getting a draw against France in France really shows something to me. How talented this team truly can be. Were they playing the CONMEBOL style in their friendlies? No. But do I think Canada believes that they could run teams ragged for multiple reasons of they can handle the pressure, they can handle the physicality, but as well, Peru and Chile are old. They could run them ragged. And hell, possibly they could run Argentina ragged too. Wouldn't shock me if some of the guys on that team get run ragged as well. Wouldn't shock me. But Peru and Chile against Canada. Canada's got the system. They're playing well. They're starting to understand it right at the right time. I believe Canada's going to finish 2nd because I think they are the 2nd best team in this group. On paper and performance-wise, I think they will have the 2nd best performances overall. 1st place, though, Argentina. Argentina's the world champions. They're the best team in the world. They're going to win every game. I don't see why they wouldn't win every game. They're certainly going to beat Peru and Chile. I don't know how much of a runaway it'll be. And I could see a Canada draw against Argentina, at least in the group stage. But again, Argentina's the favorite for a reason. Like, I don't see why they would blow it. I don't see why Argentina would blow it, is my point. I just can't see them blowing this tournament for any reason whatsoever. Argentina's a great team. Messi, Di Maria, Garnacho, Martinez. they've got a very good squad. They're the world champions, and they haven't dropped off a lick. I can't do anything but put them first. Group B, Mexico, Jamaica, Venezuela, Ecuador. Fourth place, I got Venezuela. Yes, you have Salomon Rondon, the man who won the CONCACAF Champions Cup Golden Boot. Played damn well, too, for Pachuca, by the way. Not taking anything away from him. He's still got it. I know more about Salomon Rondon than some people who've predicted this tournament. I've watched him play at Pachuca, unlike some people who predicted this tournament. But, again, he's still got it. He's still got it. And you also have Jefferson Soteldo, former Toronto FC man. And he's starting to turn back into the player we thought he would be when he got there and not the flop that he was. But other than that, Venezuela, Joseph Martinez isn't there, which I don't know how much that would have helped at this point. Wasn't playing with Messi anyway. But you got two great players, and the rest of the team is mid at best. And I think there are three better teams in this group overall, talent-wise and performance-wise. Venezuela drew the short straw, is my opinion, fourth place. Third place is Ecuador. Ecuador played well at the World Cup. Still have a great side, great team. They build well together. They have a good team spirit side, but I think they're going to have a shocking result somewhere that makes them finish third. I don't know why, but they're going to have a shocking result that makes them finish third. I just have a funny feeling that the two CONCACAF teams will do enough in this group. Second place is Jamaica. Even without Leon Bailey, I do believe Hallgrimsson's a good coach. I think he'll get the best out of his team. I think they are hopefully going to be well cohesive. But Andre Blake is in the squad. He might be the goalkeeper during the tournament. That would be helpful if he could. Still had surgery, but he is healthy enough to be in the squad. Leon Bailey will not be there, but they do still have great players on that squad. Mikel Antonio, Damari Gray, Bobby Reed, Cephas, Shamar, Damian Lowe. They still have very good players. Whisper. They still have good players on that squad, and I think Jamaica will show their quality, and we'll have Hallgrimsson shock some people in another continental tournament and get Jamaica to second place. First place is Mexico. Yes, they lost to Uruguay, smacked around. They came back against Brazil, then lost in the last minute. But you know what? For me, I think Mexico's got talent. I think they're starting to swing back positively. So, as it is, they always are a roller coaster, but I think they're on their positive end. I think that'll be enough to get them out of the group. Mexico gets it done, first place. Group C, Uruguay, Panama, USA, Bolivia. Fourth place, Bolivia. You lost 1-0 to a U23 Mexico side. Who do you think you are? You think you're really going to even get higher than fourth in this group? Yeah, you're not playing in La Paz. Shut up, you're not. You're not. Third place, Panama. Great team. Christensen sets them up well. What worries me is the fact they have played very weakly during the World Cup qualifiers. That either could have been by design because they knew they would win their games, and they did enough just to win the games to save their players for the Copa and the friendly before to keep them healthy, or they legitimately struggled. I'm going to say I think it was by design, but again, even if you choose to struggle by design, that doesn't really help you to build up for a tournament. But again, Panama's got a very good team. They've been good for the past year and a half in CONCACAF. Christensen's brought them fortune. But in the end, I don't think it's enough to beat the USA or Uruguay. I don't. Third place, Panama. Second place, the USA. USA should be able to beat Bolivia and Panama. I don't see why they wouldn't. Those are 6 points the USA should get, even though they did lose 5-1 to Colombia. They did draw Brazil. Again, another roller coaster type of team. You could say that for all the big three that played friendlies before the Copa. But the USA, when they need to win and when they know they'll win or when they have a big feeling they will, they do. It's the challenges, I think. Like, they know they can beat Panama. They've beaten Panama. With the team they have, they should. Bolivia, if you could beat Panama, you can beat Bolivia. Uruguay is going to be a bridge too far, though, I think. Bielsa's side, they're going to be on them like rabid dogs, and we saw what happened against Colombia. It's going to be a little bit more like that. I didn't say 5-1, but a little bit more like that. But second, USA. First place, Uruguay. Uruguay under Bielsa, they're playing damn well. Arguably, right now, the second best team in CONMEBOL. It's either them or Colombia, with Argentina up top. Brazil's not even in the conversation, which is sad, to be totally honest. Not the way I expected it. But Uruguay is a team under Bielsa who is playing the exact way they need to play, the way they were born to play. Like, yes, they're bulldogs, but they're also forcing the issue, you know? That's exactly how I've always wanted to see Uruguay play, because it's always been the way I would have expected them to play. And here they are. So first place Uruguay, they're doing great as the way they're supposed to play, or the way I would imagine it. Uruguay first place. Group D. Group D, we got Brazil, Colombia, Paraguay, Costa Rica. Fourth place Paraguay. I think Costa Rica, with their generational change, their generational shift, they do have a better squad than Paraguay. I think Paraguay are milquetoast, to be totally honest. I think they're a milquetoast football side. They've got some good players, but they just don't wow me. They really don't. Third place, Costa Rica. Costa Rica, a team who's now well into their generational shift right before a big tournament. It worked during the play-in, the repechaje, to get them into the tournament, and they're going to keep pushing with it. Worked well at World Cup qualifiers. No Navas. No Celso Borges. It's a big old generation shift, but looks like it's working because they're playing damn well since the shift happened, which I've been screaming for this since 2021. They needed to shift generations, and especially after the World Cup, that they needed to refresh, shift their generations, and they finally took it to heart. Not that they listened to me, but they finally took it to heart and realized that they needed to do that. They did. It won't be enough to get them top two, but they'll put on some good performances. Second place, Brazil. Brazil, a team who didn't look the best against USA and Mexico. A 3-2 win over Mexico, last second winner by Endrick. A 1-1 draw against the USA thanks to Matt Turner fluffing his lines and coughing it straight to Brazil. But Pulisic with a free kick to tie it up. Brazil is languishing in the eliminatorias in CONMEBOL. It's not great for Brazil. They were horrible under Fernando Diniz, who people think he's the best thing since sliced bread, which is complete BS. He's not. Everybody who played him for the Seleção destroyed him. Pep Guardiola destroyed him. He's been destroyed against people outside of Brazil, the Brasileiro, and the Libertadores. So, he's a joke, Diniz. Then you bring in Dorival Jr. Dorival Jr., a journeyman manager in Brazil. He's coached everybody. He's a legendary coach. More recently, a complete journeyman, though. But he's coached everybody. And now he's coaching the Seleção. It's a little bit better than Diniz, but it really is odious football. I gotta say, it is odious football that Brazil should never be playing. At least Diniz played his way, but it was interesting. Even if it didn't end well, it was interesting with a relationism and Dinizismo. It was interesting. Dorival plays crotchety old English football with very talented players. Like, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. Like, Brazil playing what they play under Dorival is a front to what Brazilian football is supposed to be. It's sad. The samba football is not there. The heavy attacking, high-octane football, it's not there. The skills, I mean, the players still have the skills, but even then, he sort of made a milquetoast. Just looking for the results. It's not fun. Endrick's the only one who's like, I'm going to do what I want, as in I have the skills, I have the power, I'm going to do it, you know, type thing. Maybe that's because he's so young, he's still wet between the ears, and he doesn't know any better but to be Flair and to have the panache. He hasn't been grinded down like the other players. The history they've had, the fact that sometimes they play for clubs that don't want them to have the panache, so it's easy to fall into that trap of not having the flash and the glitz. Endrick, though, he still got it, and luckily for you, you have him, because to me, he is definitely a player who, he has the hype of what Neymar had back when he was at Santos. And he could be that guy, Endrick. He could be that guy. If he just keeps his head about him, plays the football that he plays, he could become what Neymar was supposed to become. And don't go to Paris. That was a stupid move. First place. First place, Colombia. 20-plus game winning streak. I'm not going to argue with it. After what they did to the USA, yeah, no, I'm not going to argue with it. Colombia wins the group on a romp. On a romp. They even beat Brazil again. 9 points. That's all I got to say. Quarterfinals. Argentina versus Jamaica. It's going to be too much of a bridge to traverse for Jamaica. Argentina gets the win. Argentina, it's way too good for Jamaica. They just are. They just are. Argentina wins. Mexico versus Canada. Mexico, I told you are a roller coaster. Here's the downward spiral. Canada beats Mexico. Jesse Marsch gets a signature win after a signature draw. 2 good games against Chile, Peru, probably, and Argentina. They try to fight their way through, but it just wasn't meant to be. They get their signature win, at least to this point. Canada shows their quality. They beat Mexico. They go to the semifinals. Uruguay versus Brazil. I got Uruguay because Uruguay, again, are the second best team in CONMEBOL right now. Brazil cannot touch Bielsa ball. I think Uruguay is going to get the win. Uruguay to the semifinals. Colombia versus the USA. This time, I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. And they go straight to penalties after 90. I think USA gets revenge. Matt Turner, penalty shootout hero. USA goes through on penalties. Semifinals, Argentina versus Canada. I think Canada will hold Argentina to a draw in this semifinal. They go to penalties, but Emi Martinez does his classic Emi Martinez things and wins the shootout. Argentina to the final. Uruguay versus the USA. I think Uruguay is going to beat the USA 3-0. I think Uruguay is going to pump them again. They pumped them in the groups, and they're going to pump them in the knockout stage. Uruguay to the final. Third place game. Third place game. Canada versus the USA. I got Canada winning. Canada will be energized by the penalty loss. The USA will be deflated by the 3-0. I think Canada's going to win 2-0. Win the bronze medal. Take that home, which is really good for a Copa. I'm not going to lie. They're going to get it. Beat the USA in the third place match and maybe cause Berhalter to lose his job. I feel like that'll be a little bit of an embarrassment, but I don't know. And the final, Argentina versus Uruguay. I say Argentina will go back-to-back. The international competition, they will go back-to-back-to-back. They'll go back-to-back in Copa. Argentina's just the better team. I think one of the only teams that can beat Uruguay right now is Argentina, and I think they will. So Argentina will win the Copa this year. They will go back-to-back in Copa América. And they will also go back-to-back-to-back Spain style. 2 Copas, 1 World Cup. It's amazing. It's hard to do, and I think they will do it. Argentina, the Copa América champions in 2024. Canada, 3rd place. Uruguay, 2nd. That's a good medal podium, I think. But with that being said, You love to see it. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow at 6:30 for a live watch along and review of Toronto FC versus Nashville SC. Match day 19 of the MLS season. Thursday, I'll be live for Italy. Spain versus Italy. And I'll also be live for Argentina versus Canada on Thursday. Could be the best day ever, could be the worst day ever, could just be okay. Who knows? I don't know, but I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.